Hello dear teachers, I'm Shahida and I'm happy to see you again in our Linguity Club. I hope everything is going well for you. Today we will continue talking about how to teach third graders vocabulary related to classroom objects. My demo lesson is based on the materials from the course book for the third grade, Unit 5, Lesson 2, pages 77, 8 and 9. The objective of today's lesson is to provide students with the opportunity to strengthen their skills in recognizing, naming, and writing words from the topic classroom objects. Now you may watch the lesson and think about the extra activities you could use at this lesson with your students. Hi guys, how are you today? Doing fine? Great. Let's see if you remember the words from our last lesson. We talked about classroom objects. Now look around the classroom and say as many words as you remember. Board, desk and chair, school bag, pen, pencil, marker, book and notebook, door, window, teacher and student. Okay, teacher and students are not objects, but we are in the classroom, that's true. Eraser, sharpener, anything else? Ruler, right, and pencil case. Now look at the board. Here are words in the box. Let's put them in the alphabetical order from A to Z. No word starting with A? Okay, switch to the letter B. And we have the first word. No, not book. Blackboard. Because after B we have L and it comes before O in the word book. Be careful. Talk to your partners now and say the words one by one. Okay, let's see if you have the same answers. Is everything right? Good. Now work with your partners again. Open the page 77 and look at the picture. There are 16 classroom objects. Choose a number and your partner should say a word. Finished. Swap your roles now. Your partner chooses a number and you should say a word. Good job. Turn the page over, please. Look at the exercise 2. Now you will work individually in your copybooks. Copy these words and write missing letters. Don't cheat and write the words by memory. Now swap your copybooks with the partners. Take your pencils and check the words. If it's correct, you can put a tick next to the word. If you think there is a mistake, you put a cross with your pencil. Give the copybooks back to your partners. If you have mistakes, correct them, please. Let's check the answers together. Look at the board. Do you have the same answers now? That's great. Now, guys, close your copybooks and look at me. Think of any classroom object and spell the word to us. We will listen to you and say what object that is. Who wants to be the first? Yes, you please. C-H-A-I-R. Do you know what that is? Chair. Okay, next. E-R-A-S-E-R. I think I know it. Sure, eraser. Anyone else? You please. S-H-O-O-L-B-A-G. Oh, it's a school bag. But can you spell it again, please? S-H-O-O-L-B-A-G. I think there is a little mistake. Right. S-C-H. Thanks, guys. Have a look at the exercise 3 on the page 78. This is a clue. There are some things in his room. Which of these things can he take to school? What do you think? Can you talk to your partners for a minute and share your ideas? Let's check the task together. We read the words together one by one, and you tell me if Akil can take it to school or not. Eraser. Yes. Notebook. Yes. Ruler. Yes. Pencil case. Yes. Bat. Desk. Door. Teacher. Truck. Blackboard. No. Okay, let's continue. Pencil. Yes. Hand. Bed. No, of course not. Sharpener. Sure. Chair. Window. Sister. Duck. No, you're right. Good of you guys. And now it's time for your homework. Open the page 79, exercise 4. Look at this word snake. Find 10 words and write them down. Do this task in your copybooks. That's it for today, boys and girls. See you. Bye-bye. Welcome back, dear colleagues. Let's have some tea time now and discuss our demo lesson. Today we've been practicing previously learned vocabulary. But before we start talking about today's demo, I would like to remind you of my question for you from our last meeting. I asked you to think about additional exercises you could do at the lesson for your students to practice the new vocabulary. In case you couldn't come up with any ideas, here is my suggestion for you. The words which students learn are related to classroom objects, and we often use realia to present such vocabulary. As we all have those objects in our classrooms, you can prepare a bag or a package, but not a transparent one. Put some things inside and ask students to put their hands in the bag without looking at it. They should touch and feel the object and try to name it. Such an activity will work well not only with the tactile students. In fact, all students, especially young learners, are quite curious when it comes to guessing. So you can kill two birds with one stone. You will have students practice saying the words again, using their memory, and you will break the classroom routine, letting students have fun after 40 minutes of hard work. Just have students come up to you one by one, not all together at the same time if you don't want your classroom to become a mess. I hope this idea will be useful for you. Now, going back to our today's lesson, let me ask you the same question as I did before. Do you think the activities provided by the course book are enough for your students, or you feel that there will be some spare time left to practice a bit more? If so, what additional tasks can you think of? As you might remember, I started the lesson with a little warm-up, asking my students to name the objects they could see in the classroom, thus making them revise the vocabulary from the past lesson. Then students were to put those words in the alphabetical order, and as you may have noticed, I didn't provide the chance to do it individually first, asking students to work in pairs instead. Why do you think I did that? We always talk about the importance of the think, pair, share technique, but not when it comes to checking the homework. Yes, it was a homework exercise. That's why I asked students to compare the answers in pairs. If you want to check the homework in a more engaging way, you can prepare strands of paper with the words per pair of students and ask them to place the papers in order. This can bring the feeling of competition, and students will be more engaged in the process. Again, your tactile students will be beyond happy with this. By starting with such a warm-up, I helped students get prepared for the lesson, as they had to brainstorm their memory, and one more important thing is that students had the chance to say the words together as a class, and they could listen to each other before they had to pronounce the words in pairs. This reduces the possible mispronouncing of words, and it gives students more confidence. Actually, this was the exercise 2B from the book, but I decided to use it as a warm-up. If you look into the book again, you will see that the very first task is kind of similar to my warm-up. That's why I opted for adapting it a little bit. No matching was done, because students already had the chance to brainstorm the words in an open class, so it would be too easy for them. And when the task is not interesting or engaging, you may quickly lose the students' concentration. The next task's focus was on spelling. Even if you feel that your students are already good at knowing and pronouncing the words, they may still struggle with the spelling form. So don't miss the opportunity to help them become more confident in it. The more practice, the better students will remember. I let my students test each other in a written form, and only then an open class check-in took place. But you may always feel free to change the procedure. You can have your students spell the words to each other. This way, listening will be involved too, apart from peer check. Now, as we have come to the last stage of the demo lesson, let me ask you, what skills could students practice while talking about what a cook can take to school in the exercise number 3? Critical thinking skills, of course. This time, vocabulary was not the focus, and it's fine, because it's not only about form or pronunciation, it's about when and how students will be able to use the vocabulary in the real life, so all skills should be developed. If you want to know more about the efficient teaching techniques, watch our T-Club series, and we will share more tips with you. Thanks a lot for your attention, and that's it for today. I hope that this demo lesson was useful for you. If you have any questions regarding the lesson, or if you want to clarify the points which are not clear to you, please feel free to contact us through our website. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.